So, welcome to data structure. Today, I am going to discuss about priority queue, the fifth module. So, you can see a priority queue can be efficiently implemented using heap data structures. And heap data structure, it is nothing but it is a complete binary tree, and it can be stored using array efficiently. So a priority queue is a collection of zero or more element. So using priority queue, the main application of using this priority queue is to find out the maximum value in a tree or minimum value in a tree, and each element has a priority or value. Yeah, so using priority queue, so maximum value also you can find, and the minimum value also you can find, and you can arrange the number. So according to increasing order or decreasing order, you can arrange the value in a binary tree. The operations which can be performed on a priority queue, first one is find an element. So using this, you can find an element in a queue. So to find the element in a queue, you can perform the top operations and insert a new element. So using push operation, we can perform and remove or delete an element. We can use a pop operation. So in a min priority queue. So what is min priority queue? The min priority queue is nothing but it is can be used to find the element with minimum priority, and remove the operations, and the remove operation removes this element. Suppose if you want to remove the element which is having a minimum priority, so you can use a min priority queue. And similarly, in a max priority queue, the find operations find the element with max priority, and the remove operations, it removes the element or value, so which is having a max priority, right? So next we'll discuss. So next, the element in a priority queue need not have distinct priorities. So you can see example. Suppose if you are selling that medical seats, so medical seats can be filled depend with respect to the money, like management quota, next Comet K, next CET ranking. So according to the ranking, also you can fill. According to the merit list, also you can fill the seats, and according to the money, also you can fill the seats. Right? According to the money, if you are going to fill the seats, so you can use that max priority. And merit list, according to the merit list, also you can use the max priority queues. So, and one more example I can give. Suppose you are selling the machine to be used for a particular fixed time interval. So, if you are allowing a customer to use your machines, right? Then what happens? Right? Some persons, they are paying more. They want more time to be used that machines. So that time, what you can use? You can use max priority queue, where who is paying more to be served first. So in that way, so you can use this priority queue. So next, linear list, the simplest way to represent your max priority queue is as an unordered linear list. So here we can see both ordered linear list and unordered linear list. So what is ordered and unordered, we'll see later, depending on the value of the element or node value, right? The node value according to the arranging of the elements, so in increasing order or decreasing order. And if it is unordered, means elements or element or value are present randomly. Suppose that we have a priority queue with n elements. The new elements are most easily inserted at the right end of this list using the equation location of I, which is equal to I. We have already discussed this one. Hence the insert or push time is big theta of 1 it takes. Since it takes big theta of 1 n time to find the largest element in an n element unordered list, and the removal time to remove the element which one you have found, right? You might be finding the maximum element value in a tree or minimum value in a tree. After finding it, to remove it, it takes big tit of n time. If a chain is used, the pushes can be performed at the front of the chain, so it takes big tit of one time. Suppose if you are performing pop operation, means taking that particular element uh, outside that particular binary tree. If you are removing it, and suppose if you are reading it, then it takes big tit of n time. Alternative approach is to use an ordered linear list. In the ordered linear list, the elements are arranged in non-decreasing, mean increasing order. So when we use these equations, accordingly this equations, we can arrange the elements in increasing order, and the elements can be arranged in decreasing order when you are going to use the ordered chain. And the pop time for each representation, it takes big theta of one time, and push time for each representation is take big O of n. So heaps, what is heap? Heap is nothing but so we can see a max tree or min tree is a tree in which the value in each node is greater or less than or equal to those in its children. So in the max tree, what happens? The value in each node is greater than when compared to its children. So this is one figure one has three examples, given three examples. These three are max trees. So here you can see this is the parent element. So its value is 14, and next its children is 12 and 7. So here 12 is less than 14, and 7 also it is less than 14. This is the root for, it is the parent of these two children, and it is greater than these two children. And here also 12 is a parent, and he is having two children, 10 and 8. So 12 is greater when compared to 10 and 8. Here this parent, he is having only one child, so its value is 6. Here 7 is greater than 6. So here how we have arranged the element or value in each node according to its size, right? You have arranged. Here 30 is greater than 25. Here 9 is greater than 6, and here 6 is greater than 5. Is a here 9 is a parent. A root of this tree is having the children one, only one. So 6, here 9 is greater than 6. Then 6, here it is greater than 5. 6 has children 5. So this 6 is greater than 5. Similarly, one more example you can see here, 30 is greater than 25. So min tree. Each node in the min tree, it is having a value which is less compared to children node. He is a parent, he is having two children node, 7 and 4. When compared to 7 and 4, this node, it has element 2 which is less than 7 and 4. Similarly, this 7, it is less than 10 and 8. Here 4 is less than 6. Similarly, second example, if you compare this, 10 is greater, 10 is less than 20, and 20 is less than 50. Again, the third example, 11 is less than 21. Right. So next, above examples are all binary trees. So we call all our binary trees. It is not necessary for a max or min tree to be binary. It is not like that. The max tree, whatever the example it is been shown, it may be binary tree or it may not be binary tree. Nodes of a max or min tree may have an arbitrary number of children. Max or min heap. A max heap or min heap is a max or min tree that is also a complete binary tree. So it may be max heap or min heap. So, but it should be complete binary tree. When we call this tree as a complete binary tree, so when the elements, the number of elements here you can count in figure 1a, 1 2 3 4 5 6. It has 6 elements. The number of levels are 1 2 3. So 2 power 3 number of levels minus 1. So how much it is? 2 power 3 is 8. 8 minus 1, 7. Right? So it has only 4 5 6 6. Whether it is a binary tree, complete binary tree, figure 1a. Whether figure 1a is it complete binary tree? Anyone? Anyone? Shreyas?
Sir,
It is not coming that. So audio problem is there. So in the chat box you can discuss. You check that first one whether it is a complete binary tree. First one. First one you can check this one whether it is complete binary tree. In chat box you discuss. Girish. 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 Next. Singar. Agarwal. Singar. Shreyas.
yes, sir.
Yes. That whether that figure one is yes not complete. Okay. Next, this second and third one is also not complete binary tree. Here also this mean trees, whatever we are showing, it is not a complete binary tree. So one more. So max or min heap, it should be a complete binary tree. Next, insertion into a max heap. So suppose if you want to insert an element into a max heap. So what you need to do here is, suppose if you are inserting a element, inserting a node with value 1, then there is no problem, no changes it will occur. Suppose if you are inserting element 5 into the binary, into this here in this binary diagram, if you are entering a element 5, here you have to observe that 5 is greater than 2. So first this node to be inserted, next 2 you have to put at the position left child node of this new node, right? You have to put so that it becomes a max tree. So accordingly it should be arranged accordingly, its size in increasing order. So next here 21 is greater than 20, and 20 is greater than 2, and here also 15 is greater than 14 and 10. Figure A shows a max heap with 5 elements. When an element is added to this heap, the resulting 6 element heap must have the structure. So this is the 5 element heap and this is the 6 element heap. If the element to be inserted has value 1, then you can use this structure. If the element to be inserted has value 5, the element cannot be inserted at the left child of 2 because 5 is greater than 2. Therefore, the 2 is moved down to its left child. 2 is moved down to its left child, and 5 is bubbled up one node. 5 need to be bubbled up one node. Right. Suppose that the new element has value 21. Suppose the new element has value 21. Here, this 21 is greater than 20. So the 21 can be inserted at the root of the binary tree. The insertion strategy just outlined makes a single bubbled pass from a leaf towards the root. Deletion from a max heap. Suppose if you are removing any node in a max heap, so then we can use this strategy. So here, when an element is to be removed from a max heap, it is taken from the root of the heap. A removal from the max heap of figure 3D, figure 3D, this one. From here, if you are removing the element, deletion of the element 21. Suppose if you are deleting the element 21, then we need to rearrange this tree diagram. Since the resulting max heap has only 5 elements, the binary tree of figure 3 of D needs to be reheapified. So that rearranging of the elements according to its size, so that arrangement we call it as reheapified. So we need to arrange it in either in increasing order or decreasing order. In the max heap, according to the element value, we are going to arrange it from increasing to decreasing order. From here, rehapified means restructured to corresponding to a complete binary tree, which is a mean tree with 5 elements. To this rehapification, remove the element in position 6. That is the element 2 need to be removed. Now we have the right structure shown in figure 4a. The figure 3, figure 4a. So we will get this. Now we have the now this 2 is less than 20, so it is violating the max heap. The larger of the two children of the root, which is 20 and 15, if you compare 20 with 15, 20 is greater than 15, so 20 to be moved to the root, and this 2 to be moved to the right child position of this root node. Since this position has no children, the 2 may be put there. Figure H1 shows the resulting max heap. Suppose 20 we wish to remove from H1. Suppose if you are going to remove this 20, then what you will do? 15 to be moved at the created vacancy or created vacancy field. You need to move 15 first. Next, what you need to do? Next, uh, you need to compare 14 with the 10. Now 14 is greater than 10. So you need to put 14 next. Next you need to put 10. Like that you need to do the arrangement. Right. Next, max heap initialization. Here in the max heap initializations, so this is a binary tree. So how many levels are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 power 4 minus 1. 2 power 4 minus 1 means 15 elements. If 15 elements are there, then we call it as a complete binary tree. So this is not a complete binary tree. Here you can see there are 4 levels are present, and all the nodes are arranged from arranged or indexed from root to the last node. From root, if you provide index value, so this becomes 1. Top element you have to index with 1. Next left 2 and right with 3. Next here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Index value 10 at this position 1 is present. At index 5, it has value 10. So here, suppose we begin with an array of n elements. Here, size is 10. So array size is 10. This binary structure, if you want to convert or if you want to represent using an array, so it has an array size is n is equal to 10. So it can store 10 elements. The priority of the element in A of 1 is to 10 is 20. First 20 need to be stored at the index 1. Next, and the index 2, 12 to be stored. At index 3, 35 to be stored. Next, for at index 4, 15. At index 5, 10. At index 6, 80. And at index 7, 30 to be stored. And at index 8, 17 to be stored. And at index 9, 2 to be stored. And at index 10, you can see 1 can be stored. Right? So this complete binary tree is not a max heap. So 5A. Is it a complete binary tree? Fifth A? 2
No,
power
sir.
4 minus 1. Is it complete binary tree?
No, sir.
Oh, yes, it is not a complete binary tree. So I have done mistake there. So it is not a complete binary tree. To happify, to happify or make into max heap of figure 5A, we begin with the last element that has a child, that is 10. So we'll begin with this last element is it has one value and its index is 10. We begin with the last element that has a child 10. This element is at position I is equal to n by 10 of the array. So we begin with the last element that has a child 10. So this is the last element, and the parent of this children is 10. And this 10 has a children and its value is 1. Right, we'll begin with this. So here I is equal to n by 2 of the array. So here n is equal to 10. 10 by 2 is nothing but it becomes 5. At index 5, 10 is present. Right, at index 5, 10 is present. If the subtree that is rooted at this position is a max heap, then no work is done here. So here, if you compare, it is a max heap, no need to do work any, because 10 is greater than 1. So no need to change. Right, next. Following this adjustment, we examine the subtree whose root is at I minus 1, I minus 2, and so on till you reach your root of the entire binary tree, which is at position 1. So I minus 1 is nothing but fourth position. Next I minus 2, third position. I minus 3, second position. Right? And I minus 4, a root of the entire binary tree. Right? So we'll go there one by one. We'll decrease it and we'll check whether it is arranged properly. If it is a max heap, then we no need to work further. So here 15. Here 15, it is less than 17, right? So as per that max heap, what is 17? This 17, because it is greater than 15, what we need to do? 17, you compare 17 with 2. 17 is greater than 2. So 17 to be moved at position 4, and 15 to be moved down, right? In the figure B, you can see 15 is down and 17 is bubbled up by one position, right? Let us try this process on the binary tree. Initially I is equal to 5. Here 10 greater than 1, so no need to do further work. Next I minus 1 at position 4. The subtree is not a max heap because 15 is less than 17. The 15 and 17 are interchanged to get the tree of figure 5b. So this figure, this one we will get, right? Next, what we'll do again, we will decrease the position by 1. So I minus 3. I minus 3 is nothing but 5 minus 3, which is equal to second position. In the second position, this one here we'll compare. Here 17 is greater than 12. When you compare 17 and 10, 17 is greater, and when you compare this with the parent element is 12, and this is greater than that. So you need to interchange here also. So 12 need to be replaced with 7. Next, compare 12 with the larger of the two children of position 4. So here 12 is less than 15. The resulting diagram here in figure C, right? So what happens here if you compare 12 and 15, 17, 17 to be moved up, right? Next, here you will get you have 12, right? So now here 12 is less than 15. So 12 to be moved down and 15 to be bubbled up by one position, right? Next, 20 is less than maximum of 17 and 80. Here 20, here this 20, it is less compared to the third position element, which is 80. So you need to interchange. 80 will come up and 20 it will come down. Again, if you compare, the 20 is less than 35 and 30. So out of these two, 35 is greater. So 35 to be bubbled up by 1, and 20 it will come down. So it is been arranged in figure D, figure 5D. So this completes that max heap and min heap and max tree and min tree. I think you have understood. So understood that max tree and min tree, max heap and min heap. So next week, this module it will be completed. So another one more class is required for me. So next class, what we'll discuss is we are going to discuss the heap sort, the applications of priority queue. Next, binary search tree. This is very simple. So next class I will complete this module. This module it will be completed next class, and these notes I will share you next week. If you have any queries, you can ask. So what about internal test? First internal test, how you did? First internal test. Stringar. So regarding that internal marks, I will let you know. I have not received that mark sheet. Once I receive it, I will send you. Okay. So any doubts, any queries, any questions? What about others? They are not attending class. Another one class, so I will complete that all 5 modules.